Okay, welcome back to the Neeley Fam channel. I am not consistent, so I'm sorry about that, but today I'm going to tell you guys about running into my abuser after not seeing him for like literally 8 years, and then a little bit about the therapy I did afterwards. Let's get right into it. So it was weird. It's weird because that day that I saw him, I was already having like a bad day. Like I literally was like crying my eyes out because I thought something went wrong with our first round of IVF. It's a whole long story, but basically like I thought there was something wrong with Harlow. Like I thought they like messed up our embryos and stuff like that. So I was already like super worked up. Luckily everything is completely fine. I got the lab results, everything checked out. So then I was like, oh, okay, like sigh of relief, like feeling a little bit better, but it was still like literally ruined my whole day. Like I was an emotional wreck all day. And then yeah, so then I went about my day. I did some work, just like busy all day. So then it like was getting towards the night, and Jacob and I were the only ones home at my parents' house with Harlow, and the rest of my family had went to LA for the night with Hudson as well. And so Jacob and I were just chilling at the house, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go pick up some food. There's nothing to eat here. And he was still working, even though it was like 7 o'clock, he still had to work. And so he was working, and he's like, I really want some like Asian food. And I was like, okay, let's get Thai food. It sounds so good. My parents have this like really good Thai place that they always go to. It's about like 20 minutes from their house, so it's not like super close. I call the Thai food in on my way over. I have Harlow with me in the car, so I take her with me because he had to work, and we drive over to Thai food. I walk in to the Thai place, and I said, hi, I'm Mayci, here for pickup. And I said my name out loud, and that's kind of important for the story. And the lady at the front was like, okay, like give me a minute or so. She had to like do something on the phone, and so I was like, all right. So I was just like waiting, and I had Harlow on my hip, and I was kind of just like looking around, you know. And then I kind of just like felt someone looking at me. Do you know what I mean when you feel like someone's looking at you and that you're not like looking that direction? So I look over this way because like where you check in at the front, there's like a little space where like an open wall where you can see into the restaurant, and there's like booths. And so I feel someone like looking at me like over here. And so I look over and I make eye contact for like literally a split second. And I was like, wow, that really looks like my abuser's parents. And I look over again because when I looked over, they like really made eye contact for literally a split second, and they looked down. And then I was like, wow, that really looks like my abuser's parents. And so I kind of moved to the left a little bit to where there's like a wall, so they couldn't like see me, but I could kind of still see a little bit. And I look over to see who's across from them. And it was my abusive ex. So I was like, wow, that is them. That is them. That's him right there at the table. And I was literally starting to panic. Like my heart was racing so fast. I was like, okay, like I need to like wrap this up. Like I need to get out of here. And so I'm like trying to get this lady to her. I'm like, oh, like, here's my card. And I still had to wait like at least a couple minutes. Maybe it was like, I feel like it felt like 10 minutes, but I know it was like legit like 3 minutes because I was just so stressed and like anxious, mainly too because I had Harlow with me. But then I kind of like look over there, and he, I never like saw his face directly because he literally was going like this, you guys. Like if this is the table and his parents are here and he's right here, he was going like this, like completely turning his head away from me the entire time I was there. So I didn't even actually see his actual face. I just knew it was him because like he's legit like hiding from me. And so yeah, so he literally had his face turned like that the entire time I was there. And I was just like so stressed. It's like, oh my gosh, like what is he gonna do? Like blah, blah, blah. It's like my brain was just like going crazy. Also, this is my comfort pillow, by the way. I need this to talk about this. Yeah, so then I like, she brings my food, I pay, and then like, I just leave. Like I didn't know what to do. I was like, I'm not gonna go see anything. I have Harlow with me. Like I didn't know what to do. Like I was just more worried about him coming and saying something, or like seeing what car I drove, or I don't know. And then like on the way home, I just like had a bad day in general. And I was like, is this really happening? Like, did that really just happen? Like I just, like this was literally my biggest fear. And I have talked to my therapist about this before. Like what happens if I run into him? Like what do I do? Should I have protection on me? Should I carry like pepper spray? Should I do this? Like, you know what I mean? Like there's so many things that were going through my head if I ever ran into him. And so it was just like such a bad day in general, and then like that added on to it. I was just like, what is happening? And so on the way home, I called Jacob, and then I called my mom, and I was like bawling, and I was just like, what is going on? Like, it just like stresses me out. Like, I'm so triggered. And she's like, it's fine. Like, don't worry. And then like when I got home, I just like kept thinking about it more, obviously. And like, it was very, very triggering. And like, just like a lot of memories were just coming back, like not so good ones. And the more I thought about it though, I was like, he was hiding from me. Like, he literally was turning his entire body and like face away so that I couldn't see him. Like, obviously even more so that like confirmed that it was him, because why would any normal person at dinner with someone turn their body completely away from them as well and like hide? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But like that almost made me feel like I went from like being so like triggered and stressed and like upset to like empowered. Like, it was crazy how it kind of like switched. Like, the more I thought about it, I was like, he was hiding from me. Like, I wasn't hiding from him. Like, he was hiding from me. Like, he was scared to show his face. So even more so after that, I was like, yeah, like, that's right. Yeah, so I like really just more so felt empowered. I'm like, he's not gonna do shit. I'm in control here. Like, I have the power. Like, I'm taking the power back. Especially too because I'm pretty sure I still have the statute of limitations. It's usually 10 years, but I looked it up and I'm pretty sure in Utah it doesn't expire. So I feel like he knows that. And like, he knows if he messes with me that like, I will press charges. But yeah, so that was pretty traumatic, but ended up being pretty empowering. And so when I got back to Utah, I saw my therapist. And we talked about it. Like, I had a lot of things to talk about, just like all the drama going on in life lately for whatever reason. Like, there's so much drama like every week, and it's just absolutely insane. But I also talked about like seeing my ex and like how it was like really triggering, and then I almost felt empowered because he was hiding from me. And basically what we discovered is like the EMDR therapy I've told you guys about, it's working. You do a type of therapy where you kind of relive it and you think through it and you think of like every possible thing there is to think of, and you're able to like desensitize yourself to it to where you know it's still not okay and like it was horrible that it happened, but it doesn't affect you as badly as it used to. So you're not gonna have like a panic attack or like an insane trauma response. Like, and so what we realized when I went back to therapy and I told her about it and how I was feeling, and I was like, I didn't have any nightmares after that. I kind of started feeling empowered about it. She's like, well, that means that EMDR worked. So that's like super exciting because like EMDR has been working. And so like I still have more to do with my EMDR journey. Because there's a lot of traumatic experiences that I have gone through with this abuser that I have to like work through each event individually. But now that I've worked through one whole event and like finished it, working through other events will be quicker now. So I still probably have at least like 8 to 10 super traumatic events that I need to work through with my therapist. But the good news is that it is working, and I don't know, like I just feel happy about it now. Like I feel like maybe it was almost a good thing for me to run into him. And in the beginning I took it as a negative and I was like, this is so crappy, like why did this happen? And now I'm looking at it like maybe it was meant to happen to show me that I'm stronger than him and like I have the power now and I can feel empowered about that. But overall, life's good. We're working through some things. I have some exciting things coming up in life in general, and I'm like super excited, super nervous, like things that will kind of change my life. And so like, wow, like first of all, I just want to say I am so grateful for all of you guys and all of your support and like all the DMs I get, them like everything. Like it's just, it like blows my mind that I'm able to do social media for a career now. Like it like blows my mind. Like, and it makes me feel so grateful because I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. I get to spend time with my kids all day and like it's the best thing ever. It's also extremely hard, like, but not having to work full time has been like such a blessing for me because I feel like I'm able to like step into my role more as a mom and like not feel as much guilt. And that's not to say that like you should have guilt if you work full time, but because I did for like over 4 years. So it's more so just to say like, I don't know, I'm just super grateful that I had the opportunity to be able to spend time with my kids and also still like make an income to support my family. So thank you guys. Like I seriously, I can't even, like I don't even have words to explain how grateful I am for you and for even taking the time to like watch this video. There will be some super exciting things coming soon in my life. One of them being a business I am starting. And I can't give too many details away, but it kind of goes along with like my story in a way, and like it's a product though, just so you know, it's not like a podcast or anything, but I am launching a business and I'll have some products, and I'm like so excited to do it, and I'm so excited to launch it and to have products that are just good and clean. Yeah, so I'm excited, as you can see. So thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully that whole story made sense. I know it's kind of all over the place, but I would be so grateful if you like this video and subscribe, and then tell me in the comments what kind of videos you want to see more of, whether it's couples or like vlogs. Like we are trying to do YouTube. I am trying. It is just a grind for real though, but love you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe and have a good week.